See, in photography, if you want to take a picture of a person, you can tell a person how to pose. But if we take photographs or we are making a video or we want to shoot how a wildlife system works, so you can tell that particular creature that's surviving or just hiding or running or working in that system, you can tell that creature how to pose and how to live. So the nature is controlling you, but most of the time we're gonna see.
In search of sunlight, trees grows towards the direction of sun, and sun is the most phenomenal source of energy presented in the galaxy that we live in. Well, we are gonna talk about ants here. So, you know, uh, ants have colonized land almost almost like 100 million years ago, and they have colonized almost every land on earth, and colony is the only matter in their life. They exhibit most social behavior in the animal kingdom. The one fact is that insects are among those who colonized land first 400 million years ago. Insects have very poor vision and hearing, so they communicate with the pheromone secretion from their gland. We're gonna talk about black crazy ants. These are my studies that I have been studying day and night for 5 days in the winter time, November. Yep, yes, November or October, and it was winter 2022. You know, the long, the longhorn crazy ants, and the scientific name is Paratrinchina longicornis. These are also known as black crazy ants. Is a species of small dark colored insect in the family Formicidae. These ants are commonly called crazy ants because instead of following straight lines, they dash around erratically. They have a broad distribution, including much of the tropics and subtropics, and are also found in buildings in more temperate regions, making them one of the most widespread ant species in the world. This species, as well as all others in the ant subfamily Formicinae, cannot sting, but however, this species can fire shoot a formic acid spray from its abdomen when under attack by other insects or attacking other insects. When the long-horned crazy ant bends its abdomen while aiming at the enemy insect, it's most likely shooting its hard to see acid. This acid is normally not used on humans and normally does not affect humans. The black crazy ant cannot harm humans in any way. These ants can be touched safely just like the common ghost ants. If we talk about workers in these species of ants, the worker longhorn crazy ants is about 2.3 to 3.0 mm. That's something, if we convert it in inches, it's 0.09 to 0.12 inches long, with a brownish black head, thorax petiole, and gaster, often with a faint blue iridescence. The body has a few sharp whitish bristles, and the antenna and limbs the pale brown. Distinguishing this ant from other members of its genus Paratriciana is easy because its antenna and legs are so long. The first segment of each antenna is more than twice as long as the length between its base and back edge of the head. And the eyes are elliptical and set far back on the head. It has no sting, but the ant can bite, and they curve its abdomen forwards. The secrete formic acid onto its prey. They are too feeble to harm humans. A characteristic of this ant is the way that the workers move around jerkily in apparently random directions. W- Well, in the case of distribution and in the case of distribution and their habitat, the genus Paratriciana probably originated in the tropics of Africa. It has spread to temperate regions around the world and is now present in North and South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and Oceania. It is a tropical species, but because of its ability to live in distributed and artificial habitats inside buildings and in urban areas, it has been able to spread northwards to Estonia and Sweden and southwards to New Zealand. In the United States, it's present outdoors in much of the southwest of the country and also indoors in buildings and warehouse in California, Arizona, and the eastern seaboard. In tropical and subtropical areas, as well as being found in buildings, it is found in gardens, coastal scrub, lowland rainforests, dry forests, and savannas, shrubland, and by the roadside at elevation of up to 1,765 meter. But at an average elevation of 175 meter, it is considered a pest, both agriculture and domestic, in most parts of the tropics and subtropics, and an indoor pest in temperate areas. It is said to be the most widespread species of ant in the world, although the Farah ant is another challenger of this position. If we think about the behavior and ecology, there are a lot of studies have been shown. Colonies of longhorn crazy ants make their nests in a wide range of either dry or damp side. These includes inside hollow trees, under loose bark, in rotten wood, under logs or stones, among rubbish and under undisturbed debris inside buildings. They thrive in convenience stores, gas station, apartment blocks, schools, cafes. The workers emerge to forage, and the location of the nest can be identified by watching ants carrying food back to the colony. The ants have omnivorous tendency and feed on seeds, dead invertebrates, honeydew, plant secretion, fruit, and a range of household scraps. Large food items may be moved by several ants working together. They consume honeydew predominantly in spring and autumn and may tend aphids, mealybugs, and scale insects so as to maximize the secretion they produce. During the summer, they preferentially seek a high protein diet. In buildings, they collect crumbs and are and the insect corpses found under lights. The longhorn crazian is able to invade new habitats and outcompete other species of ants. Well, in 1991, in the large closed dome of the research station Biosphere 2 in the Arizona desert, no particular ant species was dominant. By 1996, the longhorn crazy ant had virtually replaced all other ant species. It fed almost exclusively on the honeydew secreted by the large number of scale insects and mealybugs present, and other invertebrates were greatly diminished. The ones that remained were either well armored, such as millipedes and woodlice, or were tiny and lived underground, such as springtails and mites. The inquiline wingless ant cricket is often found living in the nest of the longhorn crazy ant and is kleptoparasitic on it, stealing food scraps brought back by the workers and encouraging them.